Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the image tool, and we're going to focus on how we upload an image to our website or a web server somewhere or a file server like a Google Drive or a Dropbox. And we're going to use that image that we upload inside this image tool inside Quiz Composer. Okay, so um, we're going to recreate this quiz question here, and I'm going to show you how to do those things I just mentioned. All right, so let's get started. We're going to switch over to the Compose tab, and we're going to create a new question. We're going to open up our notes and start with directions. We're going to open up, create a header text for our directions. Copy paste, copy pasta. Change this to heading 2. Have a preview. Yeah, this looks good to me. All right, so now we're going to move on to our question or problem. Now, for the question or problem, we need to put an image URL. And for that, we need to go grab our image. So I'm going to go over to the requirements document that I got from a conversation I had with from my client, from my customer. And in here, they gave me a photo. So I'm going to copy this photo and I'm going to save it to my downloads. Yep, thank you. All right, and this one I'm going to call this one P6Q18 for placement 6, question 18. All right, that's a reminder for me. So put that there in downloads. Just going to click OK to the defaults. Great. Now we're going to go back to our browser and we're going to go to our web server. Right. So here is the web server for my customer, and what I'm going to do this is actually for WordPress. So if you use WordPress, then you should be able to follow these instructions pretty close. So WordPress has a public-facing um, file server that has public-facing folders where you can upload images and other media like videos and audio. So that's where we are right now. So I'm going to go into the public folder here and wait for that to load, and then we're going to go to WP content. So again, this is for WordPress. This is how WordPress works. We're going to go to the uploads folder, and we're going to go to quizzes. Now these folders are for this customer. Your folder structure will be a little bit different, but the part that's the same is this word is like public HTML, WordPress content, uploads. Those should be the same on any WordPress installation. Everything after that, though, is going to be pretty unique to your website. All right, so I'm going to go here, and actually no, this is the wrong spot. I don't think this is where I want to go. Yeah, it's not where I want to go. I want to go to placement test. Okay, I'm going to upload it here. File upload, and I'm going to go to that file I just created. Downloads, P, yeah, here it is. There we go. I'm going to upload that. Okay, now I'm going to remember this path here that you see, this path here. We want to remember this. And what we're going to do is we're going to test it out. I'm going to drag this tab over and open up a new tab, and we're going to type the URL, and we are then going to follow this path, right? So it'll be slash public HTML, I think, right? Yep. WP-content, and then uploads, and then quizzes with 2 Z's, and then finally placement tests, right? Yes. And then it's P6Q18.jpg. Let's see if this works. All right, so we did not find that. So this path isn't exactly work. We need to find out how to get to this path. Let's see if anything's wrong with. Did we type anything wrong? No. So far, so good. Let's try to take some of the stuff out of this path. We'll take this one out and see if that makes a difference. Okay, there we go. All right. So you would want to exclude the public HTML and just start with WordPress content and everything after that. All right, so here we go. Here's the URL. We know that this URL works because we just pulled this image up. Now we can go back over to to our notes, and there's your URL right there. So then we go back to Composer, to Compose tab, we find the image tool. We're going to edit it, and we're going to grab the URL, paste it in, save, and there it is. Boom. Done. So now we're going to go to responses, the next section. We're going to use the multi-line response tool. The reason we're going to use that is because essay, please write an essay. This is an essay question. That means you need a text input. Because it's an essay, it's a long text input, so you want the multi-line text input. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one. I added it by accident. So here's our multi-line. We're going to change this default text. Delete that. I don't want that. And I'm going to turn this off because I don't want that. And I'm going to save it. And actually, I do want that. I want it to be 120 characters. There we go. Okay, great. We're going to preview it. Awesome, great. This looks good. This is what I wanted. So we're all set. We're all done. This question is done. So that's how you take an image or audio or video or any media asset that you have, and you upload it to your file server or your website somewhere, and you can use that asset here in Quiz Composer in one of the media file tools like the image tool. The same thing can be done over here with the audio tool. You would do the exact same thing. You would upload an image and use the URL for that image here. Okay, so yeah, that's it. We're all set. We're done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.